Let us now try to write the electronic configuration for the fourth element, that is beryllium. It has an atomic number of 4 and the number of electrons in beryllium are also 4. So its electronic configuration is simply 2 electrons, that's the maximum strength in the first shell, 2, and 2 electrons in the L shell. That means we can write it as 2, 2 or 2 below K and 2 below L. This is the correct way of writing the electronic configuration for beryllium. Now there are various different ways in which this configuration is actually not suitable or not correct to write. So let us discuss those cases now. Let us take the first case. Now suppose if we put 1 electron here in the first shell and we put 3 electrons each, 3 electrons in the second shell, that is the L shell. This would mean that the first shell is not complete and we have straight away put the electrons into the second shell. This is the wrong way of writing the electronic configuration for beryllium. Or if you put 3 electrons here in the K shell and you put 1 electron in the L shell, this would again mean that the first shell is having more electrons than 2. We know that the maximum strength of the K shell is only 2. So this is again going to be the wrong representation. Or if we put 4 electrons here in the K shell and no electron in any other shell, is again going to be wrong electronic configuration. Or instead of filling in the K shell, we actually remove all these electrons from here and we put only 4 electrons in the L shell. That means first shell is vacant but the second shell is containing 4 electrons. Is also wrong electronic configuration, because the first shell cannot be vacant because there are 4 electrons in total in beryllium. And if suppose its first shell is not vacant, it has 2 electrons in it, and we put 1 electron in the L shell and 1 electron in the M shell. This is again the wrong representation of beryllium, because though its first shell is complete, but the electron cannot move on to the third shell unless and until its second shell is full. Therefore, the only correct way of representing the electronic configuration for beryllium will be 2 electrons in its K shell and 2 electrons in the L shell. That means its configuration is going to be 2, 2.